Hello, everybody. Mobius1 here, and I'm joined in this episode with MoGTCG.
Hello there.
We recently did a collaboration over on his channel talking about, we did a tier list for the Jump to Lightspeed leaders. And today I decided that we would do something for my channel, and we're going to do some predictions, or maybe like a wish list almost, of things that we want to see or expect to see in Set 5, Legends of the Force. So, Mog, do you want me to call you Mog, actually? I should ask that.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, is this something that you typically do whenever a new set is getting ready to, because we're like just on the edge of spoiler season for this, and I know personally I try to imagine what kind of cards we can expect to see in that set. Am I alone in that, or is that something you do as well?
Yeah, I think about the main theme of the set, like in the Jump to Lightspeed. So for sure we gain like Land of Falcon or something like that. Like we have Land of Falcon, a new Land of Falcon Jump to Lightspeed, and yeah, I think about a lot of Force characters right now, because Legends of the Force. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
They did say on one of their recent live streams that obviously Legends of the Force, the main theme is going to be the Force, but then it also has kind of a sub-theme of creatures.
Yes.
And
this is awesome.
Go ahead.
No, this is awesome. Just to point this out.
I've actually talked to a couple people who have been waiting for kind of a creature / like Beastmaster kind of theme. I don't know if we're going to get exactly that, because they did confirm that each leader in the next set is going to be a Force user, which means no like creature handler or Beastmaster leader. But
yeah,
I'm sure we'll still see a bunch of creature synergies.
Yeah, for sure.
With that being said, do you want to start with Force characters, or do you want to start with creatures?
Let's go with creatures. Yeah.
Cool. So we've each compiled a list of, I think, 10. Hopefully, if we can get through all of them. There might be some overlap, so it might end up being less than 10. But 10 total things between creatures, Force users, and maybe even some other things. I know I've got 2 like miscellaneous things to talk about at the end.
Okay.
But yeah, why don't you go ahead and share your first prediction for what creature we might expect to see?
Okay. I think maybe you picked one of these 2, and I just sent it to you. That is Purgo. I don't know how to say
Purgle, hard G.
Purgo, yeah. Yes, because so you will show in the later, right? Okay. So
yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think Purgo is really, really cool, and this is the main thing about it is like Force. So for sure we will have this card in the new set, and should be a creature, and maybe in a space unit that is creature and not just a vehicle. And they say in the live that we will have creatures in space, and you can put like a hot shot on it, which don't make any sense, but yes, because it's not a vehicle. So yeah, you can do this. So yeah, looks really, really fun, actually. What do you think?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm glad that was the one that you went with, because... Oh no, where did my folder go? Here it is. Yeah, for my first one, I picked the same creature. As a matter of fact, I stole the art that they've already showed off. They showed a couple of images, so this is card art from Legends of the Force. So yeah, I kind of took the easy way out, because we knew that we were gonna see this, but I did want to talk about specifically what you just mentioned, which is creatures in space, non-vehicle space units.
Exactly.
Definitely gonna see this. Now, I got a second picture here. This is spoilers for Star Wars Rebels, if anyone's seen it. Have you watched Rebels?
Oh, yeah, not yet, but I
okay, then I can't show you the picture.
No, but you can show. I like. All right. I didn't watch, but I know everything. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I know about that.
So one of the towards the end of Rebels, and again, spoiler warning for the next like 30 seconds. The Purgles actually latch onto Thrawn's Star Destroyer and take him off into hyperspace. So, as far as like a gameplay mechanic, I wonder if the Purgle are going to be a cunning aspect and have some sort of bounce effect to like send another an enemy space unit back to their owner's hand, or even friendly unit.
Yeah, makes sense. And for sure the Force Trade too. So
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say, do you have any predictions mechanically speaking? Like what sort of abilities were you thinking?
I don't know, because I think that the image that you show with the Purgo looks a lot like an event and
Yeah.
not like a unit.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, but I want a card that a perk that interacts with the Force token, you know?
Yep.
I don't know what he can do, but yeah, I want some unit that interacts with the Force token. Should be Purgo, because Purgo is the main thing is Force, so yeah.
Nice. All right. I'll pull up my next one now, because I have a feeling that you probably also have this one on your list. But
Let's see.
since we're speaking about creatures in space, I'm really surprised we didn't get this in Jump to Lightspeed. The Exogorth.
It's not on my list.
No,
yeah.
the big worm creature in the asteroid from Empire Strikes Back.
Oh man, I need to be honest here. When I was like searching to the creatures and kind of stuff, I don't see this one and don't even remind this one. But yeah, you just like unlock a memory of me watching this movie like a kid. So yes.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Now, as far as what it would do, you know what? If I had to make a prediction, which is kind of the whole point of this video, I would assume that this would capture an enemy space unit.
Makes sense.
Right? Like
Makes
it,
sense.
it eats it, and then once it's defeated or whatever, removed from play, that ship comes back out.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Oh god.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if I think too much like you do, like in this one, but yeah.
All right, go ahead. What's your next one?
Let me pick here. This one. Maybe you got this one too. Let's see. Sarlacc.
Ooh, I did not add this one, but I like it.
Yeah, because Sarlacc is like one of the most famous, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And it is a cop from Dune. But yeah. Yeah, the Shai Hulud, right, from Star Wars.
Yeah, close enough.
I think can be like a ground creature, like maybe because I think the creatures that we have like is 99, like what is Great Dragon? We have the blue one that I don't remember the name yet.
Zillow Beast.
Yeah, this one. But I think imagine 0 attack, a lot of HP, but can't attack. And every turn, both players need to put one unit capture in this unit.
Yeah, so just like
not both players, all players, because this into instance is amazing.
Oh, true, right? Everybody, it's just like every round, like something is falling into it.
Yeah, including the player who plays this, and if the owner don't put something there, you just defeat this unit and everything goes out.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I like it.
Like that. Yeah.
I guess that would encourage more token play, so that you have cheap units to just keep tossing in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, especially if you do build up a big capture stack and then something happens to this and everything just comes back out.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be neat. I did not think to do Sarlacc, but I did pick another creature from the movies. Actually, we'll get to that one a little bit later. Before that, my next one, I think would probably be a fan favorite, and I would imagine is highly requested. A Night Sister Rancor.
Ooh.
Because Night Sisters, they're already in the game. We have the Night, Sister of Dathomir or something like that. The one that has Restore when she's full health. Doesn't matter. Night Sisters are known in the lore to ride Rancors. So
yeah,
with like a creature slash beastmaster theme, I think a Night Sister Rancor would be a cool addition.
Makes sense. Yeah, and yeah, we can do like that. Like if you're playing with a knight unit, do some stuff and kind of stuff like that. Because we have, I think, yeah, we don't have the knight sisters trait, but we had knight, right?
Knight, yeah, that's basically what it is. But yeah, there's no synergy for it yet.
Yeah, like we have Savage too. That is knight, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so my next one to close the creatures for me is the Mythosaur.
Okay, that's a good one that I did not think of either. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is really cool, and it's more like it's not new, but it's new to people because we have it in
it's relevant.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's more in the head of people right now, and can be really cool. And we can play like he can be like a Mandalorian creature, maybe.
Yeah.
So trigger something with upgrades of Mandalorian that we have a lot and kind of stuff. We
The
can do
Mythosaur
something with-
attacks, and then Bo-Katan can ping because of Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can do a lot of stuff. And this one for sure needs to be like a 10-10. Like
Something huge, right?
Yeah. 10 cost 9, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I didn't even think of that. And we obviously already have a bunch of like Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian cards in the game. So yeah, that would fit right in.
Yes.
I have 2 more creatures, and both of them are pretty obscure. I wanted to make some wild predictions. I'll probably wrong, but just in case I'm right, I really wanted to include these. So, my next one is the Dianoga from the Trash Compactor in A New Hope.
Okay, this is too deep for me. Yes.
Yeah, a little deep. Well, here's why. Because this first image is just the eyeball, and this is all that we really see of it in the film. But I'm a huge Star Wars gamer. I've played all sorts of Star Wars games, and if you ever played Dark Forces, which was like the first-person shooter, Star Wars first-person shooter from like the early 90s, you actually encountered these wading through garbage, and this is what they looked like in the game. So they're quite terrifying.
Yes.
I admit I don't really think this is going to be in, but I wanted to include it just in case.
Makes sense actually, because it's there since the first movie. So
right, yeah. Who knows? I have no idea what mechanically it would do in the game. But I just wanted to do something wild. And so you said you're out of creature predictions now. The rest are all Force characters.
Yes, and maybe events, leaders, but yeah.
Okay. Let me do my next one then, because I have one more creature. This one, as deep dive as it is, I actually believe that this one has a real solid chance of being in the next set because of what it is. You're going to have people on YouTube, forgive me, I'm probably going to mispronounce this. I've always pronounced it the Ysalamiri. Please.
Oh, I don't know this one.
So that's the first picture. Here's the second picture, though. So the Ysalamiri is a lizard creature from, I think, the planet Mercure. It's from the old Timothy Zahn Thrawn novels. And it was a favorite creature of Thrawn, which is why you can see here. It was actually like the Easter egg of it in the background in Rebels.
Yeah.
It is a creature that has a innate ability to nullify the Force. So it was a favorite of Thrawn because he would like wear one on his shoulder or something like that to protect him from Jedi. Or to
Makes sense.
mask himself from Jedi and from Force powers. And because this set is so Force themed, I would not be surprised if we got a version of this creature that, when played, if your opponent has the Force, remove the Force, like defeat their Force token or something like that removes the Force from your opponent as some sort of counter to heavy Force themed decks.
Makes sense. Imagine something like I think it's Sidon in Athena.
Yeah, the upgrade that gives the -2/-2. Yep.
Imagine something like that, but it's just an upgrade, so you can put in a ground unit too, not just in vehicles.
Ooh.
And you can just now this unit don't have Force anymore.
Yes, attached unit loses the Force trait.
Yes.
Yes, I like that.
Maybe don't even
that's
need
awesome.
like -2, -2 or something like 0-0 cost 1. This gonna lose first rate, something like that.
Yep. Yeah. So Dianoga, probably not really going to see it. This thing, I would bet heavily on us actually seeing this. You know what? I'm going to go as far as to say I would be disappointed if we don't see this.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
you want to go to the first rate now?
Go ahead. Yeah, that's all I had for characters. Go ahead and hit me with your first Force user.
Okay, so this one is Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker evil.
Okay.
Not Darth Vader.
Right.
Not Anakin good. Anakin Skywalker evil. From the last few minutes of the third episode. Yes.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think they would still
aggression villainy aspect, you know, something like that.
I think that's a really, you know what? I think you're right. I think we're going to see that. I think it would still be called Darth Vader because in the movie, technically, like Palpatine makes Anakin Darth Vader right after his battle with Mace Windu, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when he goes to Mustafar, I mean, it could be either way. But yeah, no, I think that's a really solid prediction, and I did not include that, but I like it.
Yes. This could be really cool. I don't think about like the card, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, aggression, villainy, force user. If I had to put a prediction on it, maybe some sort of damage ping, kind of like Spark of Rebellion's Vader, but different somehow. I really like the high risk, like hurt yourself for power theme that that even Twilight of the Republic Anakin had, but maybe something to do with that. Who knows?
I thought about something like with Sith. I want to see a Sith with coordinate, that the coordinate activates and gives him a debuff.
Yeah.
Because Sith likes to have this thing that the master and the apprentice only. So if you trigger coordinate, if you have 3 or more units in the board, you have a debuff like -3 or something like that.
Yep.
You know, just to make you play with only 2 units in the board or something like that.
Yeah, that would be clever.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I did something similar. I picked a character that we already have two leaders of now, but from a different time period. So my first prediction was Luke, like post Return of the Jedi Luke.
Yeah.
Also from Mando. So, because this picture is a shot from Mandalorian. So there you go. We've got Mando themes, Mythosaur maybe. I want like a later in life Luke Skywalker card or leader. Yeah,
this should be actually really cool. But
yeah,
you rather a leader or because we already have like 2 leaders look like.
I know. We have 2 units. Boba Fett's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I was surprised to see that Luke in Jump to Lightspeed was just a rare, but I mean they've done that a couple times, right? Like Maul in Shadows of the Galaxy was also just a rare. So whatever. Just some new Luke card.
Yes, makes sense.
All right, what you got next?
Let me pick here. This one is from a game that I just started to play in the last week, and I know that you played too because you have it in your channel. That is called Kestis.
Yep.
From Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, and he's a really cool character, and I didn't think he had a lot about a lot of things that we can do with this character in the game. But one thing that I thought is in the game you get to decide your play style. So maybe we can play the same game and I play different than you because you can play more aggressive and play more like with the 2 sabers, kind of stuff. So maybe a unit that have like when played and give you like 4 options like cunning, vigilance, aggression, and you just need to do like
the Sabine's masterpiece, sort of
something like that. Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did I pick Cal? I did actually. Cal is the very next person on my list as well. Yeah.
Yes.
They've already spoiled the Stinger Mantis as a vehicle that's coming, so we're getting units from this game series.
I think it is like we need. I don't think that this is the set that we can have Cal Kestis and is like we don't have like the Twilight of Republic. It don't make any sense to have Colcast or something like that. But yes,
Right.
this one is the right place to have him.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. I won't talk about it in this video. I just want to mention it real quick that I did do some custom cards for the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order cast. If we want to do a custom card video in the future, I'll be happy to show them off, or maybe you guys in the comments, if that's something you want to see us talk about, maybe make some custom cards or review custom cards. I'd be up for that. So it's pretty fun. But
Please
yeah,
comment, because it's really, really fun to do this.
it is fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Since I also had Cal, who's your next one?
Oh, okay. Ezra from Ahsoka series, the old version.
Older Ezra, sure.
Not too old, but yeah. I think they can be really cool, and for sure a Spectre card. We need more Spectre cards to play with Hera. I don't want to see Ezra leader, because I want to play with Hera Spectre. So yes, he can be like Spectre, something like Force Spectre. I don't know the color. Maybe we can change the cunning. Like, we already have a lot of cunning cards.
Yeah, maybe like a
good
vigilance
cards,
Ezra.
FFG, please. You can create good cards from other aspects. You know.
Yeah, because if you're playing Spectres, the only vigilant Spectres are what? Kanan and the Ghost, right? And I guess Phantom. But
yes, yeah,
I might be forgetting one, but I think that's it.
I think.
Yeah, no, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because he definitely wouldn't be aggression, because he seemed very like not wanting to fight in at least in the couple episodes of Ahsoka.
Actually, we have the new Hera. That is
right.
Too. Yes.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, we only have 2 aggression actually, the Sabine and Zeb.
Yeah. Well, Karabast is an aggression event that's Spectre, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
you
Spectre.
Didn't take Ezra?
Spectre. No, I did not do Ezra. Again, just like the Dianoga, I went back and pulled from my old classic Star Wars video game library to find another fan favorite amongst the older gamers like myself. I went with Kyle Katarn from the Jedi Knight and Jedi Outcast series.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
This is, oh man, when you're done playing Jedi Fallen Order, are you playing Fallen Order or Survivor?
I'm playing Survivor right now.
Okay, yeah, when you're done with that, you got to go back and play the classics, man. Jedi Outcast was, here's an actual in-game screenshot. It was a first-person shooter, third-person lightsaber combat game. So it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I think if you played a lot of Star Wars games growing up in like the late 90s, early 2000s, you probably know this character, and I think a lot of people who did play those games who now are playing Star Wars Unlimited have been wanting this character for a while.
That makes sense.
He's also, because you get to kind of choose, you don't really, in Jedi Outcast, you don't really get to choose light side or dark side, but you do get access to powers from both the light side and the dark side. It would be interesting to see if they did make this a card. He would probably not be heroism or villainy. He would probably just be whatever aspect they decided to fit him into, kind of like Kiani Mundi or Kit Fisto. But yeah, as far as what he would do, there's a lot of things he can do, because he's got a lot of different abilities in the game. But that's actually all the characters that I've picked. The only other 2 things I have are an ability and an item. So what else do you have?
Okay, I think character, no, this is the only 3. I have a leader.
Okay.
Let's go with this leader.
Yeah.
And it is Anakin and Darth Vader.
Oh, like a Senator Palpatine flip thing? Ooh.
Yes.
I would like to see another leader that can do that.
And this one, I thought a little bit more.
Okay.
And think like a hero side of the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Then you deploy as a unit as a villain unit, Vader.
Ooh.
Because when Vader dies, he goes to the right side, to the dark side and light side. He goes to the light side and he's good again. So when he dies, he backs to the Anakin side, the hero side.
I'm just
I
thinking
don't know
about
what
that.
we can do with this, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking from like a design perspective how you could use that, and I think like the first synergy that pops out would be like with Shadows of the Galaxy Rey Legendary, where when she attacks, if it's a non-heroism unit, it gets experience or a
Yes.
shield or something. So there would probably have to be more cards like that you would put into a light side deck that synergize with villainy units, which there are not going to be a lot of those, but I could see them doing that with Anakin, which would be really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe something like force interactions. I don't know. Maybe you can like play a force thing, like not force events costing 2 less because you can fix the aspect thing from
Or just ignore the aspect penalty on force
stuff like that. Yeah.
units or events, force
Yes.
cards. The first force card you play, you can ignore the aspect penalty.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that would actually be really dope. I would like that.
Yes. And maybe don't work, like, because Chancellor Palpatine don't work too. So it's just for fun, you know?
Yeah, sure. How many more do you have? I haven't been counting how many we've gone through.
I think, let me see. 1, 2, 3. I have 3.
Okay, go ahead and do one more because I only have 2.
Oh, okay. So this one is an image that they spoiled to us. That is this Palpatine talking with Anakin.
Have you ever heard the tale?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think this card, like the way the image looks like an event, and I think can be like something like this: take control of a Jedi unit and do something. I don't know, because is when Palpatine's like talking with Anakin to bring him to his side or something like that.
It would be like shadowed manipulation or something like that.
This card needs to interact with Jedi, I think.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it could be like a different form of traitorous that maybe costs. Okay, so maybe it still costs the same as traitorous, so it still costs 5 resources, but instead of having the unit cost restriction, it must have the force trait or Jedi trait. I guess Jedi trait would probably be more specific, but maybe too narrow. I don't know. Yeah, but no, that's an interesting idea. I did, when they spoiled that art, I was looking at that and I'm like, that can't be a unit, right? That has to be an event.
Yes.
But I had no idea what it could be, but I like that idea.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, like take control of a Jedi unit and now it's a Sith. Now it loses the Jedi trait and now it's a Sith trait, so something like that.
All right, so my next one is also an event, sort of. The picture I decided to go with is Force Push.
Yeah.
But really, this image is just kind of representing, in a broader sense, Force powers as events as a whole. Now, obviously, we have like Force Choke and Force Throw, and there's a couple other ones, I'm sure. But I just want a wider variety of Force power events that all just have interesting interactions.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting because we don't have Force Push till now. Yeah, makes sense.
Nope.
Yeah, we're going to Force 5 and we still don't have.
And there's so many Force abilities to pull from. Well, I guess we do have Force Lightning.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do like a Force Healing, like a Force Throw, Force Pull. You know, maybe pull an upgrade out of an opponent unit and attach it to yours. Although we already have a couple cards that have that same effect.
You said Force Healing, and now I'm just thinking about Rey and Kylo Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I just thought about this right now, like a card that you can bring a Jedi back or something like that, or Force unit.
Yeah, like Palpatine return. But
yeah, like
for light side.
But with Kylo and Rey in the image or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
What you got next?
Let me see here. I have this one that. No, I'll put this in the last. Okay, let's go with this one. It's the Force Ghosts.
Okay.
Because I think it's the right set for this, right? I don't know. Maybe I know that the new keyword is hidden, right?
Hidden, yeah.
It's
Ooh,
just for one
yeah.
play, I think. You
Yeah,
need
the
to
the
play the
round that
card
it comes
then.
into play.
Yeah, but maybe if we can give hidden like for a unit that already there, because makes
Mm.
just sense. Like, okay, this first goes, you can give a hidden for a first unit, and yeah, okay, have a hidden this turn. Like, I don't know, I can deploy him and I can use hidden on my leader's safe for just, I don't know, cost 1 or 2 events or something like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting because it doesn't matter if they're exhausted or not. So putting it on a
Yes,
leader would be fancy.
yeah,
I don't know if we're going to see something that grants someone hidden, but I do like the idea of some sort of Force Ghost
yeah.
unit that maybe. I was gonna say can't be damaged, but Lurking Tie was so annoying. I actually don't want that to be the case. Yeah, I don't know. That would be neat. Maybe some sort like damage reduction or never mind. I don't really like that idea. I like your idea better.
Yeah,
Um,
or because like the hidden says, you can, it's just when played, so maybe play a first unit, then gives hidden this turn or something like that.
there we go. We
Yeah,
finally made it. We got around to a good solution.
yeah.
An event.
Iris, FFG. Okay,
All right,
so go ahead.
this is my last one.
Okay,
It's not that exciting, but in a set called Legends of the Force, we have to have Jedi and Sith holocrons. I don't know
okay.
what they do. I imagine them as upgrades. So
Yeah,
maybe an upgrade that gives a unit like +0, +1, but if that unit is Force, it gains something else. Kind of like how the lightsabers, you could give a lightsaber. Luke's lightsaber can be put on anybody, but if it's put on Luke himself, you get something else extra.
yes.
Something along the lines of that just synergizes with the Force trait.
Yeah, you think that maybe we can have sometime items like artifact or from magic or something like that, or just
Yep.
upgrades to attach in units?
Yeah, because item is a keyword, but it's been so far it's only on upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Kind of going out with a whimper at the end there. Nothing too exciting, but I want to see yours because you purposefully decided
Okay.
to save this for last. So what is it?
Yeah. This I will just give you this image first, then the whole picture. I want to see your reaction. I don't even know if they can do this. You know, like
Yeah,
it
I
should
don't
be
think
awesome,
you're.
right?
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
you're
this is going to
alone.
happen.
No, I was gonna say I don't think you're alone in wanting this to be a card.
Yeah, this should be amazing, but for sure I don't think they will
Well,
do this.
I mean, they have been doing like events with meme names, right? Like we have Hello There, we have I have the High
Yeah,
Ground. Who's to say they won't do Master Skywalker? There are too
yeah.
many of them. What should we do?
They need to do this like without Disney knowing that this is happening. But yeah,
Oh,
imagine like, I don't know the event that it can be like if you defeat every youngling from your opponent or something like that.
defeat all Force units that cost 2 or less.
Oh, okay. We found the perfect card here, man. Is this
So
should be this?
right now, what does that hit? Just Grogu and the new light side
The
Force
new
unit they
one,
spoiled.
yeah. Yes. We don't have any other cost 2 or less. Yeah, I think it's just Grogu right now.
Time to go to the database and see.
Yeah, cost 210 force. And should be a unit. Oh, we have the new Anakin, right?
Oh yeah, the pilot. Oh, and
Oh,
Barris.
we have the Guardians of the Wills too.
Guardians of the Wills and Barris. Barris Offee.
Barris, yes. The new
Oh,
Luke.
and the new
Actually,
Luke.
yes, we have
Okay, we
Luke
got
and
plenty.
Anakin. Yes.
We got plenty. Bring it on.
And the only one that is youngling here is Anakin. Grogu is old, right? So I don't know if he's
Oh, that's true. He's
counts
like
as a
50.
youngling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad we saved that one for last.
Yes.
All right, man. Yeah, solid stuff. I'm excited. I really thought that JTL. Look, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to spaceships and starships in Star Wars. So JTL was kind of like the peak hype set for me. But we're not even a month past the set drop, and I'm already super hyped for Legends of the Force.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is cool. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thank you for inviting me.
What do you want people to know about your channel? And obviously, I'll include a link to it in the video description so they can check you out.
Okay. My channel, I do a lot of content from Star Wars Limited. We have Twin Suns kind of stuff, but most of them is gameplay and Petronakis. So yeah, go check it out.
All right, man. Well, again, thanks for taking the time to do this. It's always fun collaborating with you. I'm sure we'll do some more in the future.
For sure.
But that's it for now. Let us know in the comments if you are excited for any of these predictions, if you agree, if you think any of these are going to make it into the next set, or if you've got any predictions of your own that you think we missed. Yeah, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So thank you for watching. Mobius1 here. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.